Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. My name, of course, is Orbit Potato. I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is I have designed a fantastic little science grabber, and this is going to be our sort of go-to science plane that we can sort of fly around Kerbin and get all of our science that we want to get from all the different biomes. The bad news is I had an entire episode recorded and the game just broke. The game just broke. Even though it is in 1.0 release, it is still a tad buggy. So that is the science grabber, and off camera I think I will probably be flying to some biomes, and I will. Well, in fact, maybe I'll do it on camera, but I'll speed it up. Maybe for the next episode, yeah, I'll fly this thing around and pick up some science from all the different biomes, and everybody will be happy. So, now that we have got all of our science from around Kerbin, and when I say all of it, I mean that we haven't got all of it. We've got a substantial amount of it, and we don't need to worry about getting all of it right at this moment in time. We used the Science Grabber Mark II. It's a pretty nice craft, actually. Anyway, what do we want to accept next? That is something that I'm not entirely sure about. Test the R10 hammer solid booster in flight over Kerbin. I feel that that's probably okay. What's our active contracts at the moment? Mark 16 and the hammer. Okay, both of those are actually really, really doable right now. So let's go and design a craft that will do just that. Okay, fantastic. So the booster that we need to test is the R10 hammer. And what height do we need to be at? We need to be at a height of 15 to 25,000, and this needs to be 23,000. So we've got a very, very tight window of opportunity, so to speak. Okay, let's put that. No, not there. Let's put a decoupler in there. Okay. So, my idea is that we have this. We've got a pod. In fact, you know what? We'll probably have to do a normal command pod. And then we will stick the, whatever it is, the Mark 16 parachute on top. Fingers crossed, that should actually be okay. I mean, looks like it might work. I mean, we're going to need to get 23,000. So we need to get to 23,000. Okay. 23,000, and then we activate the booster. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay, let's give it a test. We're gonna call this the Extreme Tester. Extreme testing machine. The Extreme testing machine. MK1, because I'm not entirely sure that it's gonna work. So let's give it a try. Has no remote controlled or manned. Oh yeah, sorry, we need to put somebody in it. Well, who's the most daring person? I think Jeb, you are the most daring person in the world. And not the most daring person. You are the most daring Kerbal in the world. So so let's see if you're up to the challenge. Okay, we're off. Let's get info about our contract right here. Okay, we don't really need any distance information. We don't need to know that. Okay, but we do need to get to the appropriate height. We should be reaching the appropriate speed very, very soon indeed. Okay, our solid fuel is about to expire. That's awesome. And fingers crossed, we might actually get to the altitude that we need to be at. Okay, so that's disconnected. We've disconnected the booster. Now, we are at an appropriate height to test the Mark 16 parachute. However, we're not quite at the speed or height that we need to test the jet booster. Okay, let's deploy the chute. Okay, let's deploy it. So everything. So that may not have been the most wise ideas. Okay, let's go back down. Oh, look, there's our booster. Okay, so I was trying to be ambitious there. I was trying to be very, very ambitious. I'm not entirely sure if it paid off. Not entirely sure. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, I don't think we completed the contract, but no, I don't think we did. Okay, let's revert flight. Okay. Yeah, we didn't manage to do that. It's okay. We'll do it better this time. Okay. Take off. Contract info. Thank you very much. SAS on. It's all good. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get up to a height of 23,000 going at 500 meters per second. So if we do this component first and then we do this on the way down, then there shouldn't be a problem as far as I'm concerned. We are going very, very fast actually. Okay. Drop the booster. That's fine. I think this is probably the cheapest way to get us up to where we need to be. Okay. And fingers crossed we get to a height of 23,000 meters before this engine expires. Oh, come on, really? Seriously? I don't think to be honest. Okay, let's revert to the vehicle assembly. It's clear we need to take a different approach. Let's get rid of a single solid rocket booster and let us instead do something a little bit more dignified. Okay, let's get a liquid engine set up here. Okay, zoom in a little bit just to make sure everything's okay. I would really like some bigger fuel tanks. I really hate clicking like a billion times to actually get anywhere. Both of these are pretty crappy engines, to be honest. Which one produces more thrust? Max thrust. Yeah, okay, this one's got more thrust on it, but that's fine. Okay. And also for good measure, we're going to put some radial parachutes on this thing. And hopefully it'll work. Hopefully this will come down unscathed, but I do not know. It might just not register. It might just not register, and it might just disappear, and we will never see it again. But fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Although if I was a little bit more proficient in the way, oh, we have decouplers. I did not know that. If I was a little bit more proficient in the way that the Kerbal Space Program actually worked, then I would probably be able to tell you. But I am not, so I cannot. Okay, great. I think this should get us there, without a doubt. Okay. That can go there. This can be triggered when that's triggered. Okay. This is the Extreme Testing Machine Mark II. Let's give it a second try. Because I am excited. I am excited for this. Okay. Launch. Whoops, SAS is on. Of course, we have pretty much... Okay, let's thrust limit that. Let's effectively turn that off. Okay. There we go. Let's try and get this back on course, as in straight up. Let's get info of our contracts up and running. There we go. Good. Yeah, so this should get us there. Fingers crossed. Should get us to where we need to go. We need to be at a height of 23,000 to use this. To be at a height of 15,000 to use that part. Okay, awesome. Okay, let's try and get just a little bit more height, because we are burning quite a lot of fuel for not much reward. Although, to be honest, there's not much we can do. I mean, we've only got reaction wheels to turn us around. So if we deploy the parachute now, does that work? To perform the test, activate it through the staging. Oh, shit. I guess we failed that one. Oh my goodness. Okay, final time. Final time we're going to try this. It's the only time that we're going to need to try this. Okay. That. Good. You know what? Screw it. We need to revert to vehicle assembly, and let's stick some bloody wings on this thing. Okay. It's called the Mark III, even though it probably doesn't need to be called the Mark III. Okay, good. Boom! We have liftoff. We have liftoff, and it is already much more stable. Much more stable. Info of contracts out. Okay, good. Let's look at the note just to make sure it's fine. That's okay. Thrust up. And first we want to test this part. Awesome. That's very achievable. Okay. And we can stick it in 2 times speed, I think, because why the hell not? Great. Until the fuel runs out. Which shouldn't be long now. Should not be long. Okay. Okay, we are going to drop. We're going to scale back the engine. We're going to drop that. We're going to activate. Okay, we want to head down. We want to head down. Come on, get us between this. Oh, come on, you serious? You fucking seriously? Oh my goodness. Lift off! Yes, we're going. We're flying at long last. Okay, let's bump the liquid fuel engine all the way up, even though we probably don't need to. That's a-okay. Let's get info of our contract down here. Of course, the first thing we need to test is the Hammer Solid Fuel Booster. That's the one that we need. We're probably going to get up to a height of about 20,000 feet, and then we're going to drop... then we're going to activate the decoupler and drop this half of this ship. And then we can activate the booster. Perfect. Absolutely fine. This is quite a stable craft, actually. It's quite nice. It looks a bit like Thunderbird 3, you know, from the hit puppet series Thunderbirds. And a very unsuccessful movie in the, 2002 time? I quite liked it. Okay, so we are going to reach the height of... we need to be at 500 meters per second first. So we need to get up to that speed. And then we can activate the decoupler. Okay. Okay, decouple and activate. Way, we did it! We did it. We absolutely did it. Turn the SAS off and we can start heading back down. Hopefully we don't run into our other part. Whoa. To be honest, it doesn't matter where we go. We're in orbit? We're not in orbit. It's rubbish. No, we're on a downward apoapse anyway. We're a suborbital flight. In fact, it's not even suborbital. Okay, what do we need? What requirements do we need? We just need to be going as fast as we currently are, which is awesome. And we just need to be within 15,000 to 25,000 meters. Okay. What about that part? It's despawned now. Hopefully we don't. It doesn't count as lost. That would be hugely annoying. Okay. Ah, our speed is just too fast. Fingers crossed. Can we slow it down any further? Really? Seriously? Oh, that's annoying. That is really annoying. That is flippin' annoying. Oh well, we did half of it, so I guess that's sort of a success. Well, that's something to take away from this at least. We succeeded, kind of succeeded. We were very close to succeeding in both areas, so it's a little bit unfortunate that we didn't manage to, but at the same time, no biggie, I guess, no biggie at all. I mean, the Mark 16 parachute is the easier one to test anyway, so I'm fine with that. So everybody should be happy. Everything's gravy, baby. It's all groovy. It is all groovy. Although, you know what's annoying? The fact that this isn't going very fast. That is slightly annoying. Let us speed up a little bit, please. Come on, let's go. Let us go. The faster the better, as far as I'm concerned. The faster the better. Okay. Touchdown really, really soon. Chute is deployed. It's going to be even slower coming down now. Oh my goodness, come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, 1 time speed. Just to make sure that none of the physics nonsense happens when we touch the water. And we'll get ready to recover the vehicle. Recover the vessel. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So parts, we got some parts. No XP for you. Is there any debris that we can see? No, I don't think there is, unfortunately. Oh! Oh, what is this? Oh. I don't know what that is. No idea, because we are over here. That's where the launch pad is. So that is some mischief over there, which we are probably going to check out eventually. Okay, let us try again to test this machine, and hopefully it'll work. Fingers crossed. Okay. Contract information. It's fine. SAS on. It's such an easy set of requirements for this Mark 16 parachute anyway that we should be fine. Okay, good. What's our apoapse? We don't need to use more fuel than we need to. Okay. We do need to be slightly higher, I'm afraid. And we need to be going at 300 meters per second. Let us drag this down to here, and let's stick that up there. And that down there. In fact, let's stick these 3 chutes in here. So what I'm doing is I'm configuring it so that we can actually save all of the craft. That's pretty much my intention. And to be honest, we should be able to do it. We should absolutely be able to do it. As soon as we hit this 15,000 thing, as soon as we hit 15,000, then all we need to do is activate it. Activate. There we go! Test Mark 16 parachute. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now all we need to do is come down. Let's deploy all the other chutes as well, for good measure. And let's start time warping down. Fingers crossed the whole ship doesn't explode and everything is okay. Obviously there is the chance that that may not be the case, but that's okay. And hopefully we can recover a lot more value from this ship, from this craft than we would otherwise be able to do. Okay, so we're just coming down at a nice slow pace, 80 meters per second, give or take. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We've got our Mark 16 parachute deployed, which is always nice, and we've got our radial parachutes that are also deployed as well. So overall, a very, very strong place to be. Everything seems to work, surprisingly for once, actually. Usually when I build something, it doesn't work, but this time it very much seemed to work, which was a huge endorsement, really. What height are these parachutes going to activate at? 500 meters. Well, what we'll do is we will time warp back down to 1 times speed when we hit 700 meters or so. There we go. Beautiful. They all deploy. That's fantastic. And now we go 4 times speed all the way to the ground. Oh well, I say ground. In this case, it is quite clearly water. We're actually going to 1 times speed when we hit the water. There we go. The last 100 meters or so, we'll do that in 1 times speed, just to make sure that we don't crash in a huge fireball of despair and destruction. We don't want that. Not at all. No siree. Perfect. Recover the vessel, and hopefully we've managed to maintain most of our cash. Okay. No science. That doesn't really matter. Parts. Yeah, we got all of our parts back. Awesome. It's pretty much just fuel that we spent money on. Okay, awesome. So this episode has been sort of a little bit of a middling episode. We've done some contracts. We did some science. You know, I had a couple of problems with loading up saves and the game crashing. So that's sort of what's delayed this episode and in taking such a long time to come out. But we will be back in full force in Kerbal Space Program, doing some more science, getting to other planets, and going to the moon eventually. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Open Potato. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!